All right, happy Friday, everybody. We're gonna try and start this bad boy out with a little bit of zest, a little bit of hype, you know? It's time to wake up. See, Marlon, good morning to you. Moses, good morning to you. John, good morning to you. Everybody in the background, good morning to you. Come on in, say hello. Yeah, we got some weird looking, they're not even weird. It's just, they have been trapping the shorts and pressing higher, squeezing higher on indexes. US 30 yesterday was insane. It's about time camp. I think you're referring to the fact that I went live 1 minute late for like the first time ever. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well. Just a reminder, I am not a financial advisor. If I could find the thing, there we go. This information is provided for education, information, or purposes only without any express plan word of any kind, including words, factors, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. Fantastic. All right, pause this, read this. Great. Starting out, NASDAQ. We're gonna go out to a higher time frame. We're gonna go out to a 1 hour. They have been going up. We had a first red day. Friday of last week. And they continued to go higher. And they've continued to go higher. Yesterday did not close in breakout of the previous day's high, but we did end up closing in breakout from the day that we believe to be a first red day. We've had 1, 2, 3 days of breakouts in one direction. I don't know. It's going higher. It keeps just going up, up, and up. And there's nothing that we can really do to stop it. There's no template that we can put in place to hope that it goes back down. We've got 3 days of breakouts or 3 days of longs in the market, and it is Friday. And we're at the high of the year, high of the previous month, with no signs of stopping. Okay. So does that mean that today I'm going to come in and just go short? No. It's actually quite the opposite. I would need it to continue to go higher. I would need it to break down. And then eventually the trend will fail and I can take part. But as of right now, they're just squeezing higher. We do have news at 10, so I'll be waiting for that. It says Michigan sentiment here, but from my understanding, there's a much larger news event. Let me go double check. Friday, 10 a.m. So it's funny because on here, so we got consumer sentiment, doesn't even talk about Michigan. And then we have the inflation expectations. Does yesterday count as first green day on the NASDAQ? I wouldn't count it as first green day, no, Marlon. It didn't come off of the low of the week, but it was an up-close day. Whenever this happens, Marlon, it's more important to just watch the levels, right? High of week, high of previous day. We're at that level. That's where I want to be watching. US 30. I don't really know. We haven't triggered any levels. We broke out yesterday. Really wide range day. It was a breakout day. Fantastic. I have no thesis. They've dropped it down. Went back into consolidation. That's great. You know? Okay, gold. Let me get rid of all this crap. We need to back out of here and see. We believe that there was a first red day on Tuesday. Wednesday did try to go lower, and Thursday did go lower. But we have failed to break out both of those days. And now we have broke back up to the upside and are at the high of previous day. Did I have a signal day yesterday? No. First red, 2 days of shorts. We're not even at the low of the week. Really no thesis for this one either. Russell, we finally broke out of the high of previous week. We have pulled back. No signal day. Just a large breakout day. Again, really no thesis. Oil. I really don't even know what to say about that. Looks like maybe beginning a trading range. We have not triggered previous week's levels on oil. We have been sitting on the inside of previous week's high and low and have not triggered anything. We've just been going up and down. Okay. Would you consider trading Forex pairs? I don't have a Forex account anymore. What is this? But I have futures instruments. If you all have any pairs that you would like me to go look at, please let me know. We got 6 minutes to the open. I'm going to be looking for session trades today on day 3. Again, unfortunately. Any pairs you all want me to go look at? Is there anything better? I'm not gonna lie. This past couple weeks, these past few weeks, I would even go to say, past 3 weeks, have just been session trade after session trade, scalp after scalp, and I have just not been taking the larger setups because there have been moves, but they're not timed correctly or whatever. Or there's a performance issue and I just straight up missed them, which has happened a couple of times. Said to go check ES. Yeah, ES is 3 days of breakouts. 3 days of breakouts telling me to look for a lower low. And it looks like maybe that was provided. I don't know, I might watch ES over NASDAQ today. Did NASDAQ do something similar? And did I just miss it? No. I don't think it really has. The only thing I like about this is that it's triggered a level. I don't know why this is. Oh, that's right. I was leaving myself notes. John says to go look at silver. All right, let's go take a look at silver. Okay, day 2 breakouts today. Pumped it up in 3 levels. It's already rolled over a little bit. Silver, another one of those that has just been absolutely ripping. Kind of. I do think that silver's chart is a lot more clean. I mean, this is very nice. I don't know what it is. When you pull up just a nice, clean chart, it makes you feel good. I might be watching. Why did I keep doing that? I might be watching a few different pairs today. They popped it back up a few times. We got 2 minutes to the open. 10 o'clock news. All right, let's get this thing up here. I don't want to sit here too long and speculate about this and that because let's just be real. There's not a lot of signals from the past few days. Even 3-day templates, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm just not particularly fond of any of the templates that I see. And I know that I've been saying that a lot lately, so I do apologize. But, I mean, I don't want to just say, oh, this looks great, you know, and then it's not. That would just be silly. Or at least it's not in my eyes. To some of you, maybe it is. Okay, I'm actually going to put silver. I think that oil being pumped up this high and triggering a level, I should be watching this. And we've engulfed the high of the day. I think that gold can be taken off my list, so I'm going to put silver here. Is platinum doing anything cool? Not really. Okay, we're going to put silver there. I think I want to put the S&P, yes, over yonder. I think that US 30 is making lower lows and lower highs, built this rectangle, and then broke out. So I don't really know. All right, let's look for one good trade. One fantastic, awesome, amazing trade that we can just do and be done, and I can go about my weekend and be happy. US 30 just dumped very well. We are looking for one phenomenal trade. Fast, quick, in a hurry. Why is my camera like, it looks like I don't even know. Y'all don't tell me, so I don't even really realize. I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Y'all aren't here to be looking at my face. What the heck is US 30 doing? Some people don't even really like the face cam or whatever, but I feel like it's more personal, right? Y'all can see me, hear me talking, and it's like, oh, I'm in the room with you. So I'm actually here to have a conversation instead of just there's a chart up on the screen and my voice coming over your speaker. Like, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, I try to stand because I'm tall, right? I'm 6'3", 6'2"-ish, you know, almost 6'3". And I'm very conscious of the fact that if I don't have good posture, I'm going to be bent over like a shrimp. I try not to do that. I saw my dad the other day. I walked up to him and he said, "Cameron, stand up straight." I was like, "My God, that's like the most stereotypical dad thing to say." And then I caught him a week later and I said, he walked up to me and he was bent over and I said, "Dad, stand up straight." And he was just like, ha ha ha. Yeah, gotcha. Cut from the same cloth. Apple not falling far from the tree or whatever. All right, so we've started the session with Whipsaw. I'm looking at NQ, 1 minute chart. They whipped it back and forth. I don't know why I'm looking at NQ because I don't even have NQ up on the screen anywhere. I need to go to ES. Although ES on a 1 minute looks absolutely atrocious. I don't even know what I'm looking at. $45 people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a huge favor, like the stream. I appreciate it. Florian, good morning. Happy Friday to you. I am waiting for engulfments. We have oil breakout possibly failing, and then whipping both sides, making lower lows on the day. We've got a lot of space to fall if it were to be one of those all day. I don't know how to describe it. Yes, I do. Whenever there's a breakout and it goes up really, really high like this, it could signal a couple of things. Either one, it consolidates and it continues to go up. Like this could be a momentum move, right? Seen that, participated in that. Don't really care for when I have to do that because, sometimes it's hard to tell. And I would say that the best indication would be if the coil, if they hold it up high longer without falling down, breaking down, and it starts to break up and go higher. Like that's probably more likely. But then there's days where you have these massive breakouts and they lift it up really, really high. And then it'll just run all day long. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to go long all day long. And it just keeps on falling. And from time to time, I will take those shorts. I don't like them that much because it feels a little strange. But, that might be why they're successful. They feel a little strange. They feel a little uncomfortable. But it works. All right, we all just need to sit here and pray for another, not a sit here and bob up and down kind of day. We need some schmovement, a little bit of expansion, a little bit of going in a direction. I don't want to sit here for the next hour and just talk to you all about how it's consolidating. I've done that for 3 days in a row. Market opens, it goes sideways. Like the US 30 yesterday obviously did not go sideways, but I just didn't have a setup. But like everything else has just been. Where's Marlon at? Marlon knows the word. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. There it is. Yeah. All right. S&P. Okay. Do you all notice? Like, what do you think I'm probably about to say? So we've got I'll talk about this, but we got the breakout of this bar, right? This is a 1 bar range that went a little bit lower and eventually did break back up to the upside. Do you notice anything about how this is going up? Look at the bars. I mean, just look at the way that it's pulling back and think. What is right now, where is the market going? It's going up. How do I know that it's going up? Where's the higher lows being put in place? Where are people caught? Why are they caught there? Why are they trapped there? We got huge down closed bars, immediate reversal, huge down closed bars, immediate reversal, going higher and higher and higher. So these are the traps. These are where people are getting caught once, twice, 3 times, ripping towards the high. Every time they pull back, immediately it is taken away. I don't want to enter into a short. It is 9:37 in the morning. We are waiting on that 10 o'clock news. If there's a phenomenal setup before then, I would take it. I I don't know what you all think, but I'm not really thinking this looks phenomenal necessarily. I'm kind of feeling the what in tarnation vibes, you know? Not really sure what it's doing. I think I need to hold out. Okay, we're starting to let these shorts out a little bit. That's good. S&P thesis. I think the S&P thesis is about just about the exact same as US 30. Except this one had 3 days of longs in the market, 3 days of breakouts in the market, so that's why I would be wanting to watch that. We already have the lower low. Got 1 minute left on this bar. It would be nice to see the 1 minute chart go into consolidation, even if it's just for a 1 minute candle. And not wick up or wick down, excuse me. I have no orders in. I have not entered into anything, thankfully. If they start showing me evidence of trapping shorts, I will immediately take my hand off the mouse, and I will not be doing anything for the foreseeable future. Right now, that's kind of a little how I'm feeling. Kurt Richardson, the one and only. Good morning. Yeah, it's always tricky, Marlon. It's just a puzzle. Got to make sure that we put the square inside of the square and the circle in the circle, and 1 + 1 = 2, and we do all that. Things start to line up. Execute. But there are days, admittedly, and you all know exactly what I'm talking about, where you walk up to the chart and you say, that's it. That's beautiful. And those are the days that I've been waiting for and searching for, and they just haven't been showing up. So that's why you all have been hearing me say every single day, I'm not really sure. I think we've been doing these streams now for what, a month? 2 months? Has it been 2 months? Pretty much every day. I've been pretty consistent with the streams. I do kind of, I said this probably like a week ago. I do kind of miss doing the long form content though. I've been really enjoying them. Look at how US 30 just closed that 1 minute bar. Look how they closed this 1 minute bar. And of course, it's just a 1 minute bar, but It's little things like that that keep you patient. It gives you something to search for. It gives you something to. I'm not trying to outsmart anything or anything like that. It's just if I'm trying to build a thesis about what the market is currently right this very second doing, in order for me to execute the best setup possible, and I'm thinking I should be going short, and I'm seeing all these huge down closed bars making me want to go short, but then I notice something like this, it's like, I'm not going to go short. That's just silly. And it saves me. It saves me a lot. Now they're squeezing a little bit higher. They're starting to close slightly higher in the range. EMA has gone flat. We have entered into a period of consolidation. This is exactly what I'm talking about. When you trade before news, they will make it look so good in both directions, and then it just will not go. It won't go. 2 minutes, the new 15-minute bar. What has the last 15-minute bar done? We had a 15-minute bar engulfment, 9:15. At closing price. Good morning, Shaky. Happy Friday. Although it's probably afternoon for you there, if I'm not mistaken. Right then. Not enough crayon power. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's a turn. $9:45, new 15-minute bar. We're 15 minutes into the hour. Engineer, hello and good morning to you. It is a fantastic Friday here in Southwest Florida. The temperature is currently 76 degrees. Mostly cloudy. I don't trust it. Neither do I. I don't either. They've put some very wide range bars in. They put us right back down, low of day. It's a new 15-minute bar, which means maybe it's part of a pen. If it does go, it could just be very tough to trade, which means they're going to be whipping back and forth a lot. I've put this pen down here, opening range for the session. What do you say? Especially with news. Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting. I feel much better about waiting. I don't feel good about entering. Can you analyze Euro USD? Yeah. Yes, I can. Previous week's high. Oh, but it's current week's high. Haha, just kidding. Previous week's high. Previous week's low. Okay, so previous week's high has been triggered. That's very good. Tuesday was the first red day. Wednesday was breakout day 1. Thursday was a breakout day 1 in the opposite direction. How long have we been going up? Not really. We had this week over here that broke out and closed. That was week 1 breakouts down. And then we had week 2 breakouts down, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. We have not really had any closes higher, I don't think, right? Maybe like over here. What a flipping mess. Hey, I really couldn't tell you. I mean, look at this. Just look at the... Is there 3-day templates in here? That's what I'm worried about, right? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? I really couldn't tell you. It's sitting inside of this range. I think this is a coil for something, sure. But I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, I don't think. Do you swing trades, Cam? Appreciate that tomato. No, I do not. Well, intraday swing, sure. You know, at most, maybe 1 hour. Most of the trades that I take, though, are between like 5 seconds and a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Most of the ones you all have seen me take, I get in and out pretty quick. But from time to time, when I realize and observe that there's going to be a larger move, I'll hold on for a little bit longer. Carlo, good morning. Heck yeah. I've got my boxed coffee today. All right, this is it comes out of a jug. You can buy this at like Aldi. I think it's like $3 for the entire jug of mocha coffee. And I thought, that's disgusting. There's no way that's going to be good. But I had to, had to try it. It's good. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, exactly. I think that our read, Marlon, of not good, they're playing games. That was a good read. The way that the market is moving, the way that it's kind of just, it's a very emotional market right now. That's what's happening, and that's what I'm observing and noticing. It's emotional. What the heck do I mean by that? Watch the bars. Just watch them. The way that they are shifting is emotional. They're opening bars. They're moving them very far away. On the bars that don't move very far, they're flicking. They're flicking. And they're opening the spread and they're flicking. It's trapping. It's all it's doing. Look at the ES. We go down to a... No, I don't even need to go down. They're flicking and returning. Flicking and returning. Flicking and returning. No. No, 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 no. Talk about month first Friday. Engineer, I'm going to need you to maybe change that sentence around. I'm having a hard time. Can talk about month first Friday one side move. I'm not even trying to be rude. I actually just don't understand. the first Friday of the month is going to be a non-farm day. So there's usually really large news announcements. We got 7 minutes of the news. Boy, they put us in some ranges today. Look at this. What is that, 940? Okay, great. 930. Have they left 930's high and low? No. We did leave it on ES. We're still, let's see, 5, 10, so 15. So we'll call this the first 15, high and low. Do. Tomato, I can't tell you for sure because I don't trade stocks, right? So I'd hate to tell you like, oh yeah, it works great, and I've just never dabbled in it. But these cycles were actually, a 3-day cycle and things like that were originated on stocks. And human behavior is human behavior, and it has been and always will be until from the beginning of time to the end of time. People still are going to behave the same way. No matter how much we want them to change, we're always going to be the same. So unless people start magically, all of a sudden, everybody at once behaving differently, this stuff should work market to market. Now, I do enjoy markets that are a little bit more liquid. So for example, look how clean the charts are, right? But if I had to go to something like, let's see how it seems kind of lightly traded and a little bit chunky and a little bit blocky. I don't like trading stuff like that. Like this. And you'll find a lot of these lightly traded instruments. I'm not a fan. If you do want to try it with stocks and things, I would just say do it on demo first. Yeah, do your homework. Really make sure that you feel comfortable with that instrument before you start using it. I think I had one a couple weeks ago, Niels. It's been a little bit since I had like a really solid 3-day. What do you think of UCAD? Well, UCAD and oil kind of run, they're a little similar, so let's see. Why did I have this box? Oh, that's right. So they put in a high and a low. They broke out of the high and the low. Breakout day 1, it looks like on Tuesday. Breakout day 2. So we had 3 days of breakouts and our first red day on yesterday, Thursday. I think that when we were looking at this yesterday, I even said that I think this is probably the best trade of the day. Someone had called this out yesterday when it was still in consolidation. I think it was John, actually. Maybe. But yeah, this is first red day. They also triggered the low. And then now have given... Negative correlation, yeah. Yep. I don't use correlation, by the way. I just know that usually they're supposed to run opposite. Let's see here. I think cat is what, like 6? Yeah, 6 Charlie. Dang, that looks like absolute crap on my on futures. We got 2 minutes to the news. Let's see. Okay, we're still on the inside. We're still on the inside, kind of. Not really. Actually, they're breaking back up to the upside. I'm a little lizard. I like it warm. How do you manage stress? Just don't be stressed. No, I'm just kidding. I guess go work out. I don't really feel stressed anymore. I think I feel like I stay pretty calm. No single trade should cause stress. If it is, you're putting way too much size on there. And you might even be over trading. Oh, it is 10 o'clock. It probably took me about a year, Moses. The only thing that stresses me out is when things just sit sideways for too long. Yeah, shaky. We've seen it. We've seen it happen where it's negative and then it goes up, and it's positive it goes down. Who's making this stuff up? Or it's negative, but it's not as negative as we once thought. And analysts in a far off land have determined that because it's not as negative, the market will go up. Yeah. These unnamed analysts that are never named. We never hear from these analysts. Who are these analysts? I'm just kidding. Read price action, engineer. Do you have a setup? If it bursts out of consolidation on the news, and then there's a 5 to 15 minute pullback that accelerates and there's momentum, is there first bounce based off of that larger 3-day setup? Oh, wow. Buy cheap 10,000 shares. Wow. It's a little bananas. Let's see. What is everything doing? Nothing. Fantastic. Oh, penny stocks? Okay. I mean, still 10,000 shares, you know. Your long breathing consider as stress? What do you mean? Oh, I've still got my little bubble down here. Let's see. Market going up forever. Whatever. Let it go. It certainly does feel that way, though. Dump and pump on the Russell. I don't know about you, but I find buying much more intuitive than selling. What do you mean? Like for me, for example, I see shorts way easier than I see longs. For whatever reason. I don't know if it's a brain thing or if it's just a me thing, which I guess would be a part of my brain. But I can see this a lot better than I can see something like this. Oh, I don't know. I've completely discounted the Russell. I didn't really know what to look for. It's like free money. Something like that, right? I will let you all know. What are we doing with the 100 pip box over here on the old Canadian dollar? Is the 100 pip box looking okay? Oh, we're at a level. That's good. We had this 100 pip box. We passed up through 50. Broke back down through 50. Put in a peak above 50. Yeah, I can trade the CAD. I can trade it on futures. This is another emotional bar. Very emotional bar. It could be a good bar. I am not measuring out support and resistance. I am looking at where people are caught. Yeah, let's go take a look at US 30. I'm beginning to get bored. I mean, at the very least, at least it has come, I mean, back down, but it's still, look, it's still on the inside of 930's high and low. So technically still in consolidation. Oop, mismeasured this box. We also just came into a new 15-minute bar. whip, saw, whip, saw, whip, saw, whip, saw, whip, saw, whip, saw, whip, saw. If there's two lower lows and then a higher high, does the higher high fail? It could be a higher high. But a lot of times I'll wait for that to fail and see. Oh, gotcha. Then wait for see if the lower low fails. It could break out and just keep making lower lows. Or it's an early warning sign for later on. In queue. All I'm seeing is higher highs right now on NQ. I see. We got a higher high here, which led to a pullback into a higher high. They did go higher. And then we got a lower low that has gone back to the high. Project the high across and see if it fails. But it does appear to be squeezing higher at this point. All right, I am, let's go back over here. So on here, it looks like I'm going short. But on futures, I've gone long. I do think that I'm going to go to break even as well. The way that this is built, and it appears to be squeezing lower, and it's been in consolidation. We have the breakdown. We've gone sideways, and we have the follow through. With a consolidation this large and a breakout, we should see momentum. Or at least that's what I'd like to see. So basically I used stop orders to enter, and I let it pull me in. I don't like the price action because, like I said, it's very blocky and back and forth on my little broker. I am at break even. Okay. So I have no stress. I will say that the way that they're moving is very, very annoying. Like, honestly, like, just expand. Just expand. All this back and forth, sideways bobbing, Mickey Mouse nonsense. Just expand. $10.24. This is the only trade that I will probably be taking today. So let's hope it works out. I'm targeting previous day's low. Yep, targeting previous day's low. I don't really like where my average is. Oh yeah, I'm getting stopped out for sure. Is that only 15 pips? Good Lord, that is not even worth it. All right, I got stopped out at break even. That's not even worth it. That's not worth my time. That was so annoying to sit there. Y'all going short, trying to get back to the breakout traders from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it's very strange, huh? I have not entered anything after being stopped out at break even. No. Nope. No times 3, no times 5. I'm not doing it. I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. I feel like reaching. I feel like I just need to take a trade because I haven't taken a parabolic setup in a few days. And that's not a good feeling to have. And I'm conscious of it. I'm going to walk away. Just bought the indicator that you have. I don't have an indicator. I don't sell an indicator. I have one for free. I have a free one. This one's free. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have a blessed and phenomenal weekend. I'm not trading this garbage. I will see you all Monday morning. First thing, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time, ready to go, ready to trade. Get out, get some sun. Get away from the computer screen. I will see you all on Monday. Bye-bye.